My name is Ahmad. Everyone knows me as Sharoo, though. I was born in Yonkers, New York. I had moved to Georgia, then moved to Texas, moved to Dubai for some high school. That's where I consider my home, but my friends give me shit for that whenever I say that because I lived in Texas for a lot longer. Yeah, I did my undergrad in North Carolina, and now I'm almost a resident physician as of next year, so we'll see how that goes, inshallah. So tall is definitely like the first thing I think that comes to mind for sure. I would say clumsy, uncoordinated. Those will be like the second one for sure. I don't know, I just feel like I fall a lot. I used to be a waiter. I drop dishes a lot. Yeah, it's just not a lot as far as that. And then as far as the third one, definitely loyal. I feel like is probably like the most strong characteristic for sure. Very much a big proponent of like meeting people in person, meeting them, as like a happenstance or like meet cutes or whatever, rather than like, dating apps or like there's some other like virtual or artificial means. And I feel like this is just like another avenue to kind of explore that. I hope my match is just like, as far as like we just vibe with one another. I have no expectations as far as like who they are as a person or what's to happen, quite frankly, but as long as we can just banter back and forth, have a great time, that's all that really matters to me. I would prefer for them to have some height, like around 5'4", just given that I'm kind of tall. And I don't have like a preference whenever it comes to everything else, but I definitely have like a predilection towards like Desi and like Arab and like South Asian and that kind of spectrum of people for some reason. And I just find, out of all things though, I find big, like long hair very attractive for some reason. That's just like a thing for me. And yeah. So as far as my type personality wise, loyalty, caring, nurturing, funny, can take a joke. I feel like is a very big thing. Life is very serious. I feel like love should be playful and fun. Obviously, like there's periods of like intense fellowship and stuff like that, but I definitely would say like this is the one of the more unserious things it should be as far as that. But yeah, and I feel like the biggest thing for me is probably like as a good communicator. I feel like that's one of the most. It's like the largest thing that I definitely look for. As far as what I hope doesn't happen tonight, I have no expectation of anything, honestly. Like I don't think there's, quite frankly, I don't think there's anything that can go wrong. Maybe that's just me being naive, but I guess we'll just have to wait and figure it out. As far as what I hope the crowd learns about me, I feel like with modern dating in general, at least nowadays, for sure, there's just a lot of people who don't necessarily date with intent, who, try to play games or don't be their authentic self. Unless like it benefits them in a way. Like I feel like I have to really expand more on that, but that's fine. And I just feel like people should definitely know that there's genuine people who are, like just good partners out there for sure. As far as my sign, I am a Scorpio.